Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with February's Mad About Mini paper pads. And I am also here with day 15 of Follow a Sketch February, a hop started by Sandy with Scrapping Reflections, or here on YouTube you can find her at State Goddess. And today's sketch is by Stacy Baum. I'm going to mispronounce her last name. Daubenberger, maybe. And it has 3 pictures, so I have that. It's pictures of my grandson trying to steal my job. I am, for my mini paper pads, I've got these office hours from Pink Fresh, and then I have a couple other paper pads, so I'm going to try and use as many of these up as I can by still following the sketch. I do have a black and a white cardstock for my background matting. I've got a plethora of embellishments, and I went through and kind of picked things I wanted to use, and so I didn't just have the whole stack. So I have my papers, I have my mini paper pads, my embellishments, and these pictures, and of course I have this awesome sketch. So let's see how this goes. Okay, this layout is going to be one heck of a bunch of layers. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 and a partial pieces of 6x6 paper pad. So I want this gray stripe to be another layer, but I only have 2, and they're obviously not going to cover this space. So I cut them 3 by 3 by 6, and then I'm just going to piece them together to make a square and make sure that like it's reasonably even in the middle of that black paper. So I take this off, turn it upside down, tape them together, and then I'm going to cover the majority of the seams where they meet on that black paper. And then I'm going to cover the hole in the middle with my pictures. So then I took a 6x6, and it has these like files and binders, like things like that. And I cut those. They're not a full inch. Like they're, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. And so I cut those down, and I'm going to use those to make it look like there is another layer behind the black, before that white is going to be behind it, but I'm going to ink them with black soot so that it stands out a little bit better. So first things first, I trimmed all these down, and I'm going to tuck them in to the background behind that black paper. I've only tacked the black paper down with like a piece of double-sided tape right in the middle so it doesn't move, but I wanted to be able to get to all the sides. So I used the little 6x6 strip, or the little 6 by like not even 1 strip across the top, and then I'm going to put some across the bottom. And then I have these bigger pieces that are like, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches, and they're wider, like they're big pieces of filing cabinet. And so I cut them in half. I ink the outside, and then I'm going to put them on the right and left, tucking them under. So like I said, in the end, it pretty much looks like I have like an 11 by 11 of this paper. And obviously I don't. I used one 6x6 to create this look. And I'm thrilled with the way it turned out. I do have a couple of things up in the top corner. They don't fully connect. And so I'm going to find ways to fix that. I've cut out these 2 little, they're kind of like 1 by 1s. And one of them says, show up and do good work. And the other one says out of office. And so I was out of the office, or at least I was headed out of the office. And I thought that the little show up and do good work was funny, because if AJ's going to try and steal my job, he better get it together, because he's got a lot of work to do. And if the job was just to be cute, he would be fine. But there's bookkeeping involved here, and I don't think he can do that yet. So I may be safe for now, but not really sure how long that'll last, because my bosses really, really love him. So I've got all those layers down. Now I have matted, I've used another 6x6, 2 of them actually, and matted my pictures with like this light green color. It's not mint, well, it's kind of like a mint green. So it is in some of the embellishments as well as that background paper that I'm using. So I matte my pictures, but of course it's really light, and so is that gray and white stripe. So I double matte it in black. And so that helps them stand out better. And I don't do exactly like the sketch. Mine overlap a little because there's a lot in this big picture that doesn't need to be like there. Like it's okay to get covered. Like I have a llama, stuffed llama on my desk, and the picture was zoomed in enough to where you can only see the llama's backside. And so I mostly cover that up with the pictures. The smaller picture of him, the where he's zoomed out, you can still see the llama on my desk and all the other fun little gidgy gadgets and things. I have so many funny things on my, like little fun things to play with and look at on my desk because that's just how I am. I'm channeling my inner Penelope Garcia. If you ever watched Criminal Minds, you'll know what that means. I like to have little happies on my desk, not just for myself, but like my kids at school come in my office, and a lot of times they're, kind of down in the dumps, or they have had a bad day, or sometimes they don't feel good, and I have lots of things for them to look at and some things for them to like touch or play with or whatever. Like my fingerling, that is a little monkey who sits on the top of my computer. So, yes, I am a child at heart, and I'm okay with that. That's why I work in an elementary school, so it's perfectly fine. So I am going to put this title down here. It says great job, but I'm also going to put this one that says dream big on here. There are a lot of things that you could call this as the title. Like the sketch has where I put great job. That's where the sketch has the title. But I just put a bunch of wordy things on here, like simple little joys, dream big, daily commute, great job, I am very busy, and then one says first day. Like there's a lot of wordy things on here, and I'm okay with that. I did fix the little bits in the bottom corner that don't get covered. I put a little clipboard down there for journaling, and then I put this one that says need more coffee down in the bottom left corner. I leave the top ones empty, like I don't try and fill that, but I do take this little circular flat back flare that says first day and put it up here in the top left corner. I thought that would fit really well. And so on the sketch that you can see up in the top left corner, there's like doilies behind the pictures, kind of peeking out like moon, like little half moons or whatever. So instead of using those, which I actually went to go open the drawer to get them out and got sidetracked, and then so I never pull them out. But instead, I use all these circular things that came from the collection. So like the daily commute, the conquest today, one of them says hey, one says first day, and then the simple little joys. So those are all circles, and there's like a little camera. So I kind of put those in the places that the doilies are peeking out of the pictures, and that gets a lot of embellishments used. That is smaller, and I love that. And so plus I got a couple of like random things used up that I wasn't really sure how it was going to get used. Like some of these little potted plants and stuff. Plus they help cover the little lines where the gray stripe paper connected. So you can't really see where that's not a full sheet of paper. Here is the up close of that sketch again. I love the sketch. It's a lot of fun. You could it leads to you like stitching around the outside of that bigger square. And I considered putting little gemstones all the way around, but ended up, because I love the way that I put this office hours paper down, I like the way that worked even better. So anyway, here's a close-up. I hope you go check out the Mad About Mini paper pads hop, as well as follow Sketch February. I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout. I would love if you'd subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you come back and see me again really soon. Have a great day, and I hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. Happy scrapping!